How's it going, peeps? Zach here, and welcome to the Moon Sliver. So, this is a game made by the same guy who made Fingerbones, and as I said it in the last Let's Play, I'm gonna play all these games like Fingerbones, the Moon Sliver, and after that I'm gonna do the Music Machine, I think. And basically they're all the same kind of game, like horror, narrative, poetic game. So yeah, let's do this. So a game by David Szymanski. Click the title to begin. The Moon Sliver is intended to be completed in a single sitting, and there is no save system. It is suggested you set aside an hour to complete it. Okay, so let's do this. So I really enjoyed Fingerbones, and it was a free game. This game is €3, so it's a bit longer, has more content and everything. So move, jump. We can jump in this game. Hopefully the guy can walk faster. Toggle flashlight on off. Interact. Examine. Toggle menu. Done. Okay. As always, the sensitivity is like. Okay, this is better. So, these are textures I know. What is this? I can see shit. Ellie was... okay. Ellie was a sullen and beautiful girl. The youngest of all of them, with there's my FPS rate right there. I can't read that fucking word. With unfaithful lofty thoughts. She had once come in here to see if there was any old firewood. Otherwise, she stayed in her cultured house where it was where it was warm and familiar. Okay. What happened? Isa was the oldest, and if not the wisest, certainly the most learned. She remembered when Josiah still lived, and she would sit on this crate and listen to his stories. Those memories, like so many others, were bittersweet. Daniel was a quiet man who spent his life lost in the books and of old, or lost in his own thoughts. He wondered where the barrels had come from, and who had put them here. Conserve your flashlight battery, recharge it at power outlet, explore freely, piece the story together when the night falls into the mountain. Abel loved Isa, and he loved Daniel and Ellie. But when his mind wasn't turned, I'm a fucking moron. But when his mind wasn't turned toward their well-being, it was filled with thoughts of bleak hopelessness. Sometimes it would rifle through the barrel. The promise of undiscovered trinkets raised his spirits, if only temporarily. I don't know why, but this game makes it really hard to read when you're not an English speaker. Yeah. Yesterday 4 people lived on this island. Now only 1 remains. So, yeah, I feel like there's always this feeling of loneliness in these games. I'm so sorry for the end of the last game. I couldn't read it until the end. That was okay. So this is locked, obviously. Okay. But yeah, you guys could just pause it and read the end. And the end was like creepy and shit. That was they reached the ruins and strolled leisurely through them towards the shoreline. I could remember when the old building still stood here, filled with families. I'm sorry, he said, and he cried because he often cried during the talks. For what? She said. For a lot of things. Is there anything here? No. There ain't anything here either. Okay, so we're just gonna head for here. Something in the water right there. I don't know if I can swim. Jump. Okay. Hello? Isa kept a smile on her face, although she did not feel like smiling. She sat down beside the flashlight. What about Ellie? Has Ellie mentioned anything to you? She said. She didn't take it either, he said. Nor did I. I know did Abel, she said. And yet, it's gone. Spooky. Okay, so I think this is... I can use that to reload my flashlight. Fresh air from an unseen crack in the corner cut through the room's stuffy musk. Daniel, you're the last one I gave the... Oh, okay. Daniel, you're the last one I gave the key to, said Isa. Daniel stared at the mysterious control panels. He didn't meet her eyes. He never met anyone's eyes. I didn't take it, he said. Why would I take it? I'm the one that told you it was missing. Bitch. You don't think. Why you don't think? Think. The rusted giant cast shadows on the opposite wall. How do you know Abel didn't take it? He said. Because I trust him, she said. He's a dismal man, but he would never hurt any of us. Do you trust Ellie? Daniel didn't answer immediately. I trust all of you, he said, because that's how we have to live. There was a quiet scurrying in the corner. A mouse or a rat. That bitch must have diseases. Don't like rats or mice because of diseases. Fucking bitches. Can't see shit. Okay, this is pretty much the same room. I'm saying that she knows more than she's telling us, said Ellie. What the fuck was going on in this place? What is your problem with Isa? Daniel said, putting his book down. He was annoyed at being interrupted here. My problem is that she's a liar, said Ellie, angrily, fiddling with the knobs on the machine as she paced around. And that I have to keep explaining this to you over and over again. You don't know her like I know her. You don't know her like I know her. Exactly. You're not an impartial judge, he said. She keeps the chapel locked, and she's the only one with a key, said Ellie, leaning on the barrels and folding her arms. So you're saying she took it, he said. Okay, nothing more? Nothing more. Let's go. I have no idea where to go. I'm gonna follow these electric things. Oh, a hatch. The night was wild and cold. The monstrous tracks leading from the hatch were brand new, but the wind quickly erased them. Yeah, as always, the hatch is closed. This is not working. No, I'll find out later. I'll figure something out later. Okay, they said I had to go to the mountains once the night comes. Come back when night falls. Yeah, exactly. Okay then, I'll be back later. See you. Bye. I'm on my way to a village. Ooh, there's smoke coming out of that one. That one too. That is spooky. I'm gonna check it out. Fire! A bed. Ellie was laying on the bed. Daniel came in. She scowled at him suspiciously and beautifully. What were you and Isa doing in the old power building? What were you talking about? I have no idea. Can do shit over here. Can do shit over here. Oh, a book. What were you and Abel doing at his house yesterday when I was climbing the mountain? He answered, casually flipping through the book on her table. It was covered in dust. I feel like they didn't trust any, They did not trust each other. They could make more candles. They couldn't make more wood, so Abel burned candles. There is an evil man on this island, and I know him well. We played together as youths. We have cried together. We have eaten together. We have loved the same women, betrayed the same women. He is my constant companion and my worst enemy. He puppets my arms, legs, and mouth to his own selfish ends, and secretly hurts everyone I love as I watch, helpless with their unshed, unfelt blood on my hands. He gifts my flesh with indescribable pleasures, and blights my soul with unterrible despair. His name is Sin, and we are irrevocably bound together. Surely there exists no hell worse than this. Well, this is so deep, I can't see anymore. What is this? Is it like a box? Okay. What childlike emptiness I feel to find the most peaceful solace in fantasy, to find in masquerades a truth more vivid than reality. What sort of twisted villains were in the ancient writers to taunt us with unreachable worlds more beautiful than our own? We have enough stored food to live long lives. When our wood runs out, we will be cold, but only so cold as to be uncomfortable. The water is rising, but it will be many years before it reaches our homes. Technically, we survive. But to what end? This island is all the world we know, and it is nothing but the broken pieces of a fairy tale. The fuck is this place, man? The fuck is this place? And they said there were 4 people living here, and now I'm the only person. So, am I Isa? Am I Daniel? Am I Abel? Abel. Or the last one. Forgot his or her name. A key. I'll take that. I remember when the moon still shined, when each night was bathed in a warm silver, and the shadows were mysterious and friendly, and the island was a place of joy. That was many years ago. Since it disappeared, this place has become cold and stark, plagued by an inexplicable sense of loss and despondency. Daniel and Ellie are young. They do not feel it. They don't remember what the world used to be like. But Abel and I do, and we are both filled with a longing for intangible joys that I can no longer provide, for friends that do not exist, for feelings that cannot be reasonably felt. When I was younger, I smiled because I felt like smiling. Now that smile is a disguise. I believe the world of Hector and the religious teachings that were passed on to me. Maybe the moon is still out there, hiding behind some clouds of darkness, and maybe the ones who went before us are waiting there. There's no way to know. We have to wait for death to find out. And truth be told, I am ready. I am ready for the beginning of a new adventure. Key! Spra! I got a key. I didn't know what the object was, but she remembered her father tinkering with it in his workshop when she was a girl. The workshop and the adjoining home were now far underwater. She was not a young woman, but even now, seeing it brought her comfort. Abel came in. "How do I get into storage?" he asked. She shut and locked the box. "I've told you before," she said. "I forgot," he said. "I don't go there often. Press the first 3 until they click. Leave the 4th alone," she said. So maybe that is how I get to the hatch. She took the knife from the shelf. The blade was dull and rusty, but it was still pointed. She was not smiling. The fuck does that mean? Okay, this is the spookiest place. This chair is big. Seriously. Abel often visited Daniel. He loved to talk, and Daniel loved to listen. "Isa and I were out for a walk," said Abel as he entered. "I thought I'd stop by before you got caught up in a book. Daniel put his book down. "Hello," he said. His expression confused Abel. What expression did he have on his face? Daniel stared at the pile of wood. He hadn't burned wood for months. Let's talk about Ellie instead. Abel was silent for a moment. What about Ellie? He said. Daniel didn't need to answer. Abel swallowed. Alright, let's talk about Ellie. Alright, let's talk about Ellie, bitch. I've been thinking about life, said Abel, sitting down, and death, and uncertainty. Uncertainty. Okay, good. Daniel took down the dead flashlight and replaced it with a fully charged one. Listening to Abel talk and thinking unrelated thoughts, he preferred the sharp illumination of flashlight to the dimness of flame. I think my flashlight is dying. My god. Is the night falling? This is creepy. I don't want to play this game anymore. I'm scared. Okay, so maybe I have to go to the mountain now because night fell. This music is creeping me out. Come back when night falls. Like, this is not night. The fuck I'm supposed to do? Where's the hatch? Oh, okay. For the second and third one until they click. The beast. And of course my flashlight is dying. Oh yes! Fuck yes. Okay, let's go. Let's go to this creepy hatch. Oh, and now the music is like interesting. Ellie was uneasy. The darkness had never felt this menacing before. It seemed alive, watchful. Okay, so my gaming experience taught me that you never go to the right in a scary game because scary things happen. But that is what's supposed to happen in a scary game, so we're gonna go right. And nothing but another hatch. The code was long forgotten. Nobody had been below in many years. Maybe it's the same. Nope. Well, I'll be right back when I remember the code. Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling. Okay. I hear footsteps. I'm gonna go left. Okay, so this reminds me of Amnesia. I don't know why. Because of the feeling of loneliness, probably. Hi, furniture. A family of rats lived amid the crates of dried food. They were perhaps the last animals left alive. Aww, poor rats. Okay. This place is seriously creeping me out. I mean, this is what a creepy game is supposed to do. So yeah, I'm not gonna complain. I'm not gonna complain to this game for doing what it's supposed to be. Ellie, Daniel's voice echoed around the tunnels. Silence. Silence! I'll kill you! She couldn't explain the feeling. It was as though something was lurking around every corner, staying out of sight, staying ahead of her. Just stay out of sight, please.